Hello. By keeping social distancing in mind, I would say Namaste students. Hope you and your family members are well and doing good. Here we are trying to provide some useful learning material to you so that you remain in touch with your studies. I am sure it will help you all to study while being at home. So let us start with our today's topic, chapter number 2, Polynomials. You must have studied about this in 9th standard. A polynomial is an expression consisting of variables and coefficients that involves only the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and non-negative integer exponents of variables. For example, x, x plus 2, x square minus 4x, etc. Let us recall some points. If px is a polynomial in x, then the highest power of x, I repeat, the highest power of x in px is called the degree of the polynomial px. Some examples are as follows. 4x plus 2 is a polynomial in which variable is x here and the degree is 1. Next example is 2y square minus 3y plus 4. In this polynomial, variable is y and the degree is 2. In 5x cube minus 4x square plus x minus 2, variable is x and degree is 3 here. Now in this example, 7u to the power 6 minus 3u to the power 4 plus 4u square minus 6. In this polynomial, variable is u and the degree is 6. There are different types of polynomials. We can categorize polynomials according to number of terms present in it and the degree of the polynomial. So firstly, let us talk about the types of polynomials according to the number of terms. First type is monomial. In this, only one term is there. For example, 6, 4x cube minus 5a square b cube, irrespective of the degree of the expression. Now, next type is binomials, in which only two terms are present. For example, 6x plus 2, ab to the power 4 minus 5, y plus 2f. Another one is trinomials. As the name itself suggests, tri, that is 3. So, 3 terms are there. For example, 3x square minus 5x plus 8. Here you can see only 3 terms are there. Another example is a cube plus 4y minus 7. And next example is w over 2 minus 2s plus t. Here different variables are there, but the number of terms present in it is 3. Now polynomials, which has many terms. For example, 2x cube minus 6x square minus 5x plus 8. Next example is 2a cube plus 3y square plus 4y minus 8a minus 7. And another one is w over 2 minus 2s plus t plus 9. Now, another category is according to degree. I mean types of polynomial according to their degree. First is constant polynomial. In this type of polynomial, degree is 0. Or you can say no variable is there. Only constant terms or numbers. For example, 8 and simply minus 2 by 3. Next polynomial is linear polynomial, in which degree is always 1. For example, x plus 8. Doesn't matter how many terms are there, but degree of the polynomial should be 1. Next example is 3 over 4x minus 6. Now, next type of polynomial is quadratic polynomial, in which degree should be 2. For example, 3x square minus 2x plus 7. Another example is 5y square minus 1 over 4. Another type is cubic polynomial. Cubic. It means this polynomial has degree 3. For example, 5x cube. Here see, only one term is there, but the degree of that term is 3. So we will consider this as cubic polynomial. No doubt it is monomial also. Another example is 2y square minus y plus 4. Now, next thing is value of a polynomial. How to find the value of a polynomial? So, let us see the definition. Let py is a polynomial in y and alpha could be any real number. Then the value calculated after putting the value y equal to alpha in the given py is the final value of py at y equals to alpha. This shows that py at y equals to alpha is represented by p alpha. Seems to be difficult? No problem. Let us take one example. For example, px equals to x plus 2. And you have to find the value of px at x equals to 2. So what you have to do is put 2 in place of x in that px. I mean to say, if px equals to x plus 2, after putting x equals to 2, you will get 2 plus 2, which is equals to 4. It means the value of px equals to x plus 2 at x equals to 2 is 4. Now clear? Next, 0 of a polynomial. 0 is nothing but the root of a polynomial. According to the definition, if the value of py at y equals to k is 0, that is, if pk equals to 0, then y equals to k will be the 0 of that polynomial py. And I take an example. Let px equals to x plus 1. If I put x equals to 0, it would be 0 plus 1, which is equals to 1. And 1 is not 0. Now I am putting x equals to minus 1 in the polynomial x plus 1. So I will get minus 1 plus 1, which is equals to 0. Now I got 0. It means minus 1 is a 0 of the polynomial x plus 1. Understood? Now, next topic is geometrical meaning of the zeros of a polynomial. Look at carefully. Zeros of the polynomials are the x coordinates of the point where the graph of that polynomial intersects the x-axis. I repeat, where the graph of that polynomial intersects the x-axis. Let us take a graph of a linear polynomial. You must know that the equation or standard form of a linear polynomial is ax plus b, which is a straight line which intersects the x-axis at exactly one point, namely minus b by a, 0. Therefore, a linear polynomial has exactly 1 0. The number of times the graph intersects the x-axis, that much number of zeros that polynomial has. For example, if px equals to 2x minus 2, which is obviously a linear polynomial, if we take px equals to 0, we get 2x minus 2 equals to 0. 2x equals to 2, therefore x equals to 1. So in graph, straight line will intersect the x-axis at 1 0. Now, graph of quadratic polynomial. The standard form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, which has either nil or 1 or 2 zeros. Let us take an example. There are no zeros of quadratic polynomial. Px equals to x square plus 1. How? If we take x square plus 1 equals to 0, we get x square equals to minus 1. And x square equals to minus 1 is an impossible value. And thus the graph of this polynomial doesn't intersect x-axis. Now move on to example number 2. There is one zero of quadratic polynomial px equals to x square minus 4x plus 4, which is 2. And thus the graph of this polynomial intersect x-axis once at x equals to 2. Example number 3. There are two zeros of quadratic polynomial px equals to x square minus 4, which are plus 2 and minus 2. And thus the graph of this polynomial intersect x-axis at two places. One is at x equals to 2 and another one is at x equals to minus 2. Similarly, in cubic polynomial, the standard form of cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d has 1, 2 or 3 zeros. There can't be any cubic polynomial with nil zeros. Now move on to exercise 2.1 of textbook. Question number 1. Only one question is there in this exercise. The graphs of y equal to px are given in the figure given below. For some polynomials px, find the number of zeros of px in each case. Let us have a look on first figure. Here, a graph of straight line is there, but the line does not intersect x-axis. It means px has no zero. In second graph, one curve is there which intersects x-axis as well as y-axis. But it intersects x-axis at one point, therefore px has 1 0. No matter it intersects y-axis or not, we have to focus on x-axis only. Now third, in this one curve is there which intersects x-axis at 3 points. So it has 3 zeros. In fourth question, one curve is there which intersects x-axis at 2 points, therefore it has 2 zeros. In fifth one curve is there which intersects x-axis at 4 points, so px has 4 zeros. And in sixth one, a curve is there which simply touches the x-axis, but you have to consider this as point, so this graph shows px has 3 zeros. I have given solution of exercise 2.1 in this slide. Now, let us talk about relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. We already know that 0 or root of a linear polynomial ax plus b is minus b by a. Remember, here coefficient is a. Now, next is if alpha and beta are zeros or roots of a quadratic polynomial px equals to ax square plus bx plus c, then sum of the roots, which is alpha plus beta, equals to minus b by a, which is equals to minus of coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. And the product of roots equals to alpha into beta, which is equals to c by a, which is equals to constant term upon coefficient of x square. Let us have a look on question number 1 of exercise 2.2. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of polynomial. Px equals to x square minus 2x minus 8. Here you can easily find the two zeros of this polynomial by factorization method, and we get minus 2 and 4 as our zeros. So if we put minus 2 and 4 in px, we will get definitely 0. Now verification. Let us consider minus 2 as alpha and 4 as beta. So if we add alpha and beta, we will get minus 2 plus 4, that is equals to 2. And according to formula, which is minus b by a, that is minus of coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square, again we get minus of minus 2, which is also 2. Hence verified here. Now for product of alpha and beta, that is minus 2 into 4, we get minus 8. And according to the formula, alpha into beta is c by a, that is constant term upon coefficient of x square. We get minus 8 by 1, which is equals to minus 8. Hence verified here. Now similarly, we can find relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial, cubic polynomial. If alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros or the roots of cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, then the sum of roots equals to alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to minus b by a, that is minus of coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube. And sum of product of roots taken 2 at a time, that is alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma is equals to c by a, which is equals to coefficient of x upon coefficient of x cube. Now product of roots, that is alpha into beta into gamma, which will be minus d by a, that is minus of constant term upon coefficient of x cube. Now suppose if roots of a quadratic polynomial are given and you have to form the polynomial. So one formula is there, which is px equals to x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots, that is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. If alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of cubic polynomial px, then px would be x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma into x minus alpha beta gamma, that is x cube minus sum of zeros into x square plus sum of product of zeros or roots taken 2 at a time into x minus product of zeros. Let us have one example of textbook. Find a quadratic polynomial with the given numbers as the sum and the product of its zeros respectively. Mind well, here 1 by 4 and minus 1 are not the two zeros. They are the sum and the product of the polynomial. So, according to the formula, required polynomial is given by x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, which is equals to x square minus 1 by 4x plus of minus 1, which is equals to x square minus 1 by 4x minus 1. And if you take 1 by 4 common, we will get 4x square minus x minus 4. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.